Hey guys, welcome back. This is Fast Hands Drum Studio. My name is Cameron, and welcome back to 30 Days to Play the Drums. Today is day 4. Let's get started. So in today's lesson, we're going to be discussing 3 topics again. The first topic is going to be the importance of alternating. Why do we alternate? Why is it so important that we do that? We're going to be working on alternating while also working in rests into our playing. This is kind of a recap of day 3, but it's important that we dive into this topic a little more and we practice it with consistency. So that way, anytime it comes up in our playing in the future, we nail it perfectly on the very first try. The last thing that we're going to do is we're going to introduce reading the notations on the floor tom. So this is kind of fun because now we're finally moving around the drum set a little bit. I know it's been a really long 3 days, but we're going from the snare to the floor. So let's get started. All right, so the first section is a combination of the first 2 things that we're working on. So we're going to be working on alternating again, and we're going to be working on integrating rests into our playing. So the reason that we alternate is it allows our muscles to remain relaxed for a longer period of time. Because what would happen if we played everything with our right hand? After a long period of time, our right hand would get very tired and our left hand would just be sitting here doing nothing. So what we're trying to do with alternating is evening out the amount of work that either hand is doing. This will allow us to play for longer periods of time, and this will allow us to be more relaxed as we play. And it's very important that we're relaxed. Number 1, we don't want to hurt ourselves. And number 2, people can hear whether or not you are tense or you are relaxed while you play. In some instances, it's important that we're tense when we play, maybe in like a heavy metal or a hard rock song, but there are instances, especially in jazz or classical music, that you may want a relaxed feel, and it's important that we can tap into that and play it perfectly on the very first try. So that's why we alternate. It helps us stay relaxed, and it helps us sound relaxed. With that being said, let's start playing. 3, 4. 3. 3. 4. 2. 4. 2. 2. 4. 2. 1. 3. Going on to the third line. 2. 3. 2. 3. 2. 3. 3. Okay, we're going to the fourth line. 2. 2, 3, 1. 3. 2, 4, 2. All right, very good. So, first off, I want to make sure that you understand you can play along with me while I play that. That's why I'm not focusing the camera directly on my drum, but rather I want to focus it on my hands. Because I want you watching my hands, and I want you replicating what my hands are doing. It doesn't really matter right now how it sounds on the drum. It's your 4th day of playing. What you need to focus on is how you're moving those wrists, how you're holding the sticks in your hands. So as we get to more detailed and intricate playing, I'll change the camera angle from on my hands to on the drum or onto other drum surfaces. With that being said, let's move on to the second section. So we are going to talk about the floor tom now. So if you take a look at our music in the PDF that's in the description, it's also available on our website, fasthandsdrumstudio.com, you will see that the music is written, but the note is in a different spot on the staff. So first off, the staff is those lines that go across the page horizontally. If you were playing an instrument that has notes, the lines would represent different notes. So in the same way, each line and each space represents a different drum. So as we go through the 30 days to play the drums, we're going to introduce each one of the drums and where it's supposed to be on that staff. So that way, by the end of the 30 days, you're going to know how to read drum music, and you'll be able to read drum music that has every drum written in on it. So the first place that we're going to start is the floor tom. So in our music, you can see that it's in the space right beneath the space that we've been reading from. So for those technical musicians, if this was in the treble clef, this would be the A note. If you don't know music, don't worry about it. All you have to know is that this spot is where the floor tom is. So maybe on your music, if you do print this out, if you're old school like I am, you might want to write in with pencil, floor tom. That way you know in that space is where the floor tom is always going to be written. So with that said, let's start. We have 2 lines to take care of. It's 8 measures. So to play the floor tom, well, first off, the floor tom is the deepest of our tom-toms on our drum set. So you have various different tom-toms, which I'll make a video and show all of those, but for the purposes of this lesson, the floor tom is the deepest floor tom. It's normally to a right-handed drummer's right. So if you were playing lefty, it would be on the left side. But because I'm a righty, and most drum sets are righty, unfortunately for the lefties out there, it's on the right-hand side. It's going to be the largest one. It's going to be the deepest one. So we're going to be playing on this. So while we play on the floor tom, what we want to do is we kind of twist our body just a little bit. Again, we want to play near the center, not in the direct center. You want to be a little off center, and that's okay. And we're going to start playing from the top. We're going to play the same exact way. We're going to hold the sticks the same way. We're going to move the wrists the same way. So let's get started. 3, 4. Rest. 2. Rest. 4. 4. 4. All right, very good. So that's it for today's lesson. This is day 4 of 30 days to play the drums. Again, my name is Cameron, and this is Fast Hands Drum Studio. You can check out our website at fasthandsdrumstudio.com. We have a whole bunch of merch there. We also have 5 drum books. And lastly, please like and subscribe. We would love to continue making these videos for you, and we want everyone to have the opportunity to learn how to play the drums. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.